Welcome to TKT course by Teacher Teresa, Module 1, Part 2, Background to Language Learning, Unit 14, Learner Needs. Contents. Understanding learner needs. What are learner needs? When learning a foreign language, learners have different kinds of needs that affect their learning. These may include personal needs, such as wanting to feel comfortable in class, learning needs, such as improving listening skills in English, or professional needs, such as answering phone calls in English. A good teacher notices learners' needs and tries to meet them in the best way possible. Types of learner needs. Look at the table below about different types of learner needs and think about how these needs can shape the teacher's choice of classroom activities. 1. Personal needs. Examples. Reasons for needs. Praise, personality, cultural background. Support, confidence level, educational background. Belonging, age, personality, cultural background. Security, age, personality. Fun, enjoyment, motivation, interest. Movement, age, personality, physical needs. Challenge, motivation, educational background. Physical comfort, age, health. Quiet space, personality. 2. Learning needs. Examples. Reasons for needs. Specific target language, learning goals, learning gap, exams. Specific language subskills, level of skill and knowledge, learning gap. Developing fluency, learning goals, learning gap. Building accuracy, level of skill and knowledge, exams. Specific ways of learning, learning styles, past language learning experience. Working at a suitable level, level of skill and knowledge, learning gap. Learner autonomy, past language learning experience, learning styles. Exam strategies, exams, learning goals, availability of time. Managing study time, availability of time, learning goals. 3. Future professional needs. Examples. Reasons for needs. Specific vocabulary and grammar, example, legal terms, passive voice in reports. Field-specific language use, objectivity in professional writing. Specific subskills, example, note-taking in meetings, paraphrasing. Job-specific tasks, effective communication. Specific functions, example, requesting clarification, agreeing and disagreeing. Workplace interaction, professional communication. Specific text types, example, emails, reports. Real-world communication, workplace documentation. Importance of learner needs. Learners' needs play an important role in shaping their learning. These needs influence teachers' decisions about which topics to cover, what materials to use, which teaching methods to apply, what activities to include, and which language and skills to focus on. Based on learners' needs, schools can offer different types of courses. For example, English through storytelling classes for young learners. Business English courses for office workers. Survival English classes for tourists. Academic writing courses for university students. CLIL, Content and Language Integrated Learning courses for learners who need to study other school subjects in English. When teachers understand and respond to learners' needs by planning suitable lessons, learning becomes more meaningful and motivating, as the lessons feel more connected to learners' goals and everyday lives. Key concepts and the language teaching classroom. Read these tips and mark the ones that matter most to you. Adults and older teenagers usually have clear goals when learning English. Some need English for work, others for study, and others for travel or daily communication. Courses should be designed to match these needs. Below are some examples of professional, academic, and general English courses, each with its own features. 1. A weekend workshop on English for job interviews. 2. A year-long course on writing academic essays and research papers. 3. A 5-week one-to-one travel English course for directions, food, hotels, and airports. 4. A 3-month course on writing emails and business reports. 5. A short intensive course on exam strategies for university entrance tests. 6. A summer course on English for daily life, speaking and listening practice in common scenarios. 7. A weekly medical English course for doctors and nurses in a hospital setting. 8. A one-semester course on understanding lectures and taking notes. 9. A 2-month online course for casual conversation, social media chats, and video calls. In order to meet the different needs of learners, these courses vary in length, a weekend workshop, a year-long course, frequency, daily, weekly, or intensive, class size, one-to-one, group sessions, language skill focus, reading, writing, speaking, listening, type of English, business, medical, academic, teaching methods, lectures, workshops, discussions, activities, interviews, conversations, presentations. Young learners at primary or secondary school might not have professional or academic needs yet, but they still have personal and learning needs. Primary children need encouragement, playtime, and extra support with concentration. Teenagers often want more independence and to be recognized as unique. Some learners may have special needs, such as extra help with hearing difficulties, vision challenges, or language development delays. Teachers can find out about learners' needs by observing how they behave and participate in class, talking with them individually about their goals and difficulties, using tests or assessments to see what skills they need to improve, looking at work samples like homework or projects, getting information from parents or previous teachers about any special or personal needs. Teachers can make choices to meet learners' personal and learning needs. Teachers can address personal needs by choosing materials and topics, stories, songs, games, or real-life themes. Approach to teaching, activity-based, topic-based, or play-based learning. Pace of lessons, slower with more repetition, or faster with more challenge. Activities, creative tasks such as drawing, role-play, or structured tasks such as worksheets, quizzes. Treatment of individual learners, extra support, more independence, or private encouragement. Skills and language, social skills, problem-solving skills, classroom language, or everyday language. Interaction patterns, whole class, group, pair, or individual work, depending on learners' confidence levels. Types of feedback, praise, constructive comments, peer feedback, or self-reflection. Teachers can address learning needs by choosing materials and topics, textbooks, authentic materials, or digital resources suited to learners' level and interests. Approach to teaching and assessment, visual aids, projects, presentations, quizzes, or formal tests. Activities, drills for accuracy, dialogues for fluency, or problem-solving for critical thinking. Interaction patterns, pair work for practice, group work for collaboration, or one-to-one for targeted support. Language and skills to focus on, grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, or comprehension. Level of language and skills, simplified tasks for weaker learners, or advanced tasks for stronger ones. Learning strategies, note-taking, summarizing, using dictionaries, or revising. Workload, lighter tasks for learners who need support, or extended tasks for faster learners. Adult learners often join language classes with specific goals, usually related to real-world professional contexts, such as studying in an English medium university, starting a new job, or taking on new responsibilities. Each context requires particular language skills. For example, studying in an English medium university requires learners to read academic texts, write essays, listen to lectures, and participate in seminars. Starting a new job involves following instructions, attending meetings, writing professional emails, and using workplace language effectively. Taking on new responsibilities calls for negotiating, problem-solving, presenting ideas, and collaborating with colleagues. Teachers need to understand these demands and select or adapt materials and activities accordingly, using resources such as books and websites to support learners effectively. It's important to recognize that teachers cannot meet every learner's needs all the time, as learners differ in abilities, interests, and goals. One way to address this is by using variety within and across lessons, such as different materials and topics, teaching approaches, activities, and interaction patterns. Using this variety helps engage and support learners, making lessons more effective and inclusive, even if not every need can be fully met. See Unit 9 for Motivation in Teaching and Learning, Unit 13 for Learner Characteristics, Unit 15 for Approaches to Language Teaching, and Unit 21 for lesson planning. Thank you.